Welcome to Gmail and Your Business Part 1. It's not enough to be busy, so are the ants. The question is, what are you busy about? Every single day I hear of people spending 1 hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours a day just sorting their email, let alone opening it and actually reading it and then replying to it. So what I'm going to show you is 1, how to get out of your inbox, 2, how to work on your business instead of in your business, which is not in your inbox, okay? Let's get started. So why Gmail? The biggest reason I love Gmail is because it automatically adds everyone to your contacts when you send an email from your inbox. Let me explain that. Every time you send an email to a new email address, it automatically puts them in your contacts. This is really, really big. Being that we're getting tied in with social media, all these social media sites where we enter our emails and all this stuff coming in, we need to have a database management system to manage all this stuff. Not only that, we need to be able to access it from the clouds. You're going to hear me talk about in the clouds, which means from my phone, from literally any computer in the country that I can get on the internet. I can have my task list, my calendar list, my documents. I can store documents in the cloud. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to share documents with anybody. All right? One of the biggest things I like about Gmail is it filters your emails so you can delegate 99% of your inbox. I'm going to show you how to do that. Filters your garbage and your spam. The biggest part is it's free. It's amazing how much Gmail has for free that you can use to grow your business. You can keep all your old emails so you never have to delete one because it's free storage. And if you need more, it's really, really super cheap. You can archive old emails. You can use different email addresses. Every email address through Gmail has several different variations to it, and I'll show you that. Has an awesome search function. I don't know if you know this or not, but Gmail has the same search algorithm as it uses for Google when you go to Google. So it's extremely powerful. Can find anything you want to when you want to search for it. Here's the superstars that we're going to talk about. You can have multiple email addresses all go into one address. You can even use your business address if you want to. You can have canned responses for quick response, less time in your inbox, and there's so much more. So let's get started. Let's get on with this. So what I want you to do first is I want you to enable a couple labs. Now, if you don't like them, you can always disable them, but I want you to enable them first. So click on the Settings tab. Click on the Labs tab. Now, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Don't get overwhelmed. I want you to just do a couple of them. And as we go along, you'll see why I want you to enable those. Some you'll like, some you won't. That's okay. You can always turn them off. Everybody's a little bit different. That's the beauty about Gmail. You make it how you want to. All right, so the first one, hide red labels, multiple inboxes, superstars. I want you to enable those. Mark as read button, move icon column. Okay, so a couple little things. Send and archive. That's a big one. Canned responses. You can actually send a canned response to an email coming in that you know is coming, or you can build canned responses for those emails that you feel yourself repeating over and over and over again. You just click one button, it fills in your email. It can be as long as 2-3 paragraphs long. It can be 10 paragraphs long if you want to. If you like, you can have default reply to all. Be careful with this one. I just know it's a little bit of a time saver, but be careful you don't reply to all and have something go out to everybody that you didn't only wanted to go to one person. So be careful with that one. Right side chat, depending on where you like your chat at and you'll get comfortable with it, you can move it to it's typically on the left. You can move it to the right if you want to. And then add any gadget by URL. That's a big one for Follow My Clients, which is the next week 2 of the 12-week business plan that I'm going to show you that's really powerful, that actually sets inside your Gmail. Okay, when we talk about storage, this is why I say you never have to delete another message again ever in your life. And the powerful thing about that is you might have to recall something a year from now. So check this out. If you click on the Setting tab, click on Accounts and Import, down at the bottom, you'll see add additional storage. Here's the deal. Additional storage is $5 per year for 20 gigabyte. It's going to take you a really long time to fill up that 20 gigabyte if you even need the extra storage. You get 7,500 megabyte for free to start with, so which I'm only halfway there, and I've been using mine for years. I have hundreds of thousands of emails in there, photos, videos, all kinds of stuff. Awesome free storage. One of the nice things I like is I have over 230 labels. Labels are stuff that I put into filters so I can really easily find them. For example, say that I'm getting something from one of my business partners. His name is Mark. I want to build a label that says Mark so I can look at the email. I archive it, and I know that if I ever want to go back to Mark's emails, it goes over in his folder called Mark. And you can do this with any kind. I label literally everything so I can archive it after I'm done with it, but I know really quickly where to go to find it. Now, the best part about hiding the red labels is you don't see that you have any labels that have new emails in them unless you get a new email. That's the most powerful thing about this. All right, so we're going to talk more about that later. Okay, the next one, multiple inboxes. Click the settings tab, okay? So you always go into the settings tab to start with. Once we're set up in part one, then I'm going to show you some strategies to really take the Gmail to another level. Again, help you work on your business instead of in your business. So click on multiple inboxes, okay? Multiple inboxes allows you to monitor other email addresses. It allows you to monitor different things like waiting for responses. Maybe you want to wait for someone to respond to you, or anything you can think of that you want to make as a star, you can have show up in a separate section of your Gmail. For example, say you're waiting for a document. You know you sent the email saying, hey, please send me that document. You know you want every single day. It's really important. You want it to be in front of you, but you don't want it to be in your actual inbox. So you can have it sitting, and I'll show you what that looks like. Here's where you actually create more stars if you want. So you can have as many stars as you want. It's kind of cool. So I usually mainly just use the stars as red, yellow, green, and stuff like that. So if you want to use one of these stars right here, you just hold your left mouse down, drag it up into the in use, and now you have that star available. The ones down here are not in use, but they're always available for you to use later on. So move over mouse stars, not in use, left click, and then drag into that row of the in use, okay? Here's what it looks like. On the right-hand side, I have Kalamazoo Mortgage. So I'm watching emails from Kalamazoo Mortgage, and I'm just showing you an example of how emails, when they come in, they're actually tagged as Kalamazoo Mortgage, so I can see that email address. Say you have another email address that you want to monitor a marketing campaign, and you want to see if any leads come in from it. You could tag that email in the superstars, have it come in over on the right-hand side, so you could automatically know that that's a lead coming from a marketing campaign, okay? Your waiting responses, you can have a waiting response box, and you can get it as creative as you want to get as far as what kind of boxes you set up. And you've seen you can set up 3, 4, 5 boxes if you want to. All right? Very powerful feature. Okay, I don't know about you, but I like having attachments right over by where I'm going to actually click on the box and do something with it. So attachment, easy to see. So for some reason, when Gmail, when you first sign up, it has the attachments way over on the right-hand side, and they're kind of out of sight, out of mind. You don't know if there's an attachment there. So what you do is you just one of the enables that the labs that we enabled was move the attachments over to the left side. Okay. And then the mark as read button is one of the other ones. So it's so nice to be able to click on a button, mark as read, and then I'm going to show you the folders. When you create a folder, it allows you to put stuff into folders and automatically archive it into that folder. All right? Here's the send and archive button. So when you open an email, you go to respond, and you want to send and you want to archive it, which means I don't want to see it anymore. That's the beauty part of that. And I mean, you can still push send if you want to keep it in your vision as far as in your inbox, but archives it. It doesn't mean it deletes it. It just puts it in archive. So it's always there if you ever want to search for it or look for emails from that specific person. They're always going to be there. It's just out of sight, out of mind. So you know you've taken care of that email box. I can't even tell you how good it feels to have an inbox that is totally cleared up with no emails in it. It's almost amazing. When you go to your phone, you check your emails, there's nothing there. It's just such an empowering feeling. It allows you to, like I said, work on your business instead of in your business. One of my favorites, one of my huge time savers is canned response for emails where you feel like you are repeating yourself over and over again. This is a huge time saver. So all you do is click on canned response. When you type your email out, you just type your email out however you want to type it. You go down here to save, new canned response, and it asks you, what do you want to call it? Well, you want to say maybe just met client, just brand new home buyer, which is typically, hey, thanks for meeting. I look forward to working with you. Let me know how I can help, that type of thing. And or I mean, whatever you want to type in that canned response is fair game. It allows you to call it whatever you want, and you can have as many canned responses as you want, okay? Remember this canned response at the very end. I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign automatically with this system. It's very, very nice. Okay, be careful with this one. I know some people like it. I've talked to some people that absolutely love this. Reply to all. Instead of having just reply and having to hit this little drop-down box right here and click reply to all, it's just the reply to all right there. So it's a little time saver. Be careful with that one. You might get in trouble if you reply to all on something that you didn't want. Maybe your payroll you turned in and everybody just seen your payroll. Not a good thing. Talking from experience, so I took that away. I just want to show you that it is available, and it's kind of a nice feature, just a little bit of a time saver. Okay, I talked about moving the chat. Typically, the chat is over here on the left-hand side. It usually is over there. So what I did was I moved it over to the right-hand side. Just put your chat over on the right-hand side, depending on wherever it's comfortable for you. This chat feature, it's amazing. So, for example, here's how powerful this is. Someone sends you an email in Gmail. You can see if they're online or not. You could actually hit them up on a chat and talk to them right then and there and answer their questions. Especially if you're working with a buyer, a seller, whatever you want. You can see if they're online. Hit them up on chat. Another nice feature about the chat that just was added not too long ago is the call feature. I love this feature. Maybe you have great internet service, but your cell phone service isn't that good. You can actually make phone calls right from your Gmail for free anywhere in the country. An amazing feature. So just know that there's a lot of power here to be able to chat with people right away. Okay, we're going to talk about this in the 12-week business plan, but follow my clients. It's called a gadget. So what a gadget is it sits on the left-hand side, looks like this before you open it up. But when you click on it, it opens up, and inside Follow My Clients, you can actually add an email address, add a custom greeting and a phone number, and it's automatically going to put someone into a set it and forget it campaign and stay in front of them automatically. There's a million different gadgets you can add to Gmail, and it lines them really nicely on the left-hand side so you can use them. There's Google Docs, so the Google Docs are sitting right there. There's a million different things. So if you Google gadgets, you're going to find that there's a lot of different things like where's my milk, or where's the milk, or don't forget the milk. There's like kind of like a task list. And Gmail has a great task list, but I'm just giving you an example of what kind of gadgets can go on the left-hand side there. So you can really tweak out your Gmail account and just be so organized and just have everything in one place. Okay, this is one of the most powerful features. I love this, and I think everybody has a task list. It's just either a notebook or they have it on their phone. Well, I use mine inside Gmail because you can have as many tasks as you want. If you want a task for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you want a task for your wife or husband, you want a task for the kids, you want a task for Saturday, whatever you want, it's right here. And the best part about it is it's in the clouds. It's on your desktop. You click this little task thing right here. This pops up, shows you can keep your dialogue of who you're supposed to call back, what you're supposed to pick up on the way home, what you need to do to the home before the spring gets here. Whatever you want to do, you can have different tasks. You just click on the little button. It says create a new task, and you have different task lists. And the best part about it is you can see it on your phone. Here's what it looks like on your phone. So you have your smartphone, whatever smartphone you want. It works for everyone. And you have your task list. So write about Gmail tasks, create tasks, so whatever you want to do here. And then you have all tasks right there, all list. And it creates a bunch of lists there. So just a really powerful feature that's in the clouds. Take your task list with you. You never forget it because you always have your phone with you. It's just amazing what you can do with this technology. Now, for some of you, you might want to get really, really detailed. Once you get your email so clean, you might want to set an email that's called a priority email. And they come out with this. I really like this. So certain people, all your buyers, all your real estate agents that you're working with, those are the only emails that go into your priority inbox. So you can just babysit your priority inbox and not see all the other stuff coming in. One other way to do it. So you just click on priority inbox, don't override filters, show priority inbox. So it's going to show on the left-hand side of your box there, of your inbox, right next to your email. Very powerful feature. How to turn it on is you just go to go to settings, priority inbox, and then turn it on, okay? Awesome feature if you want to really, really go deep and get detailed with your inbox, which allows you to get out of your inbox and do something else, okay? Okay, I'm going to stop right here with class number 1 of Gmail, and I'm going to finish up with a bunch of different strategies. Document strategies. I'm going to show you how to create documents inside your Gmail. I'm going to show you the Google Voice. I'm going to show you Boomerang Gmail, which is an amazing feature that's free with Gmail. All the stuff I'm showing you is absolutely free and so powerful to help you organize all the stuff that you have coming into your life. Okay, this is where it gets exciting. We're all set up, ready to go. We're ready for all the flood of emails that are going to come in that we're going to automatically filter, automatically delegate, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get started. Let's start with the Documents tab. This tab is unbelievable. It allows you to literally store documents in the clouds. So you can upload PDFs, Word doc, videos, whatever you can imagine. Better yet, you can share that document with your buyer, seller, whoever it is you want to share with. Here's the best part. You can create folders, okay? So say you have a buyer with the last name of Brown. So you call it the Brown folder. In the Brown folder, they're buying a home. So in that brown folder, you have an appraisal, you have a pest inspection, a home inspection, a well and septic, whatever you want to put in that folder, and then you share that folder with your clients. It's all in the clouds. They can access it from any computer. They can even access it from their phone if they want to, so they can see the document if they ever want to see it. It's just a nice little way to keep folders in the clouds, not on your desktop, so you have to run back to the office to grab the sales agreement or grab this or grab that. You can actually store a blank sales agreement right in your Documents tab, so you always have one everywhere you go. Very, very powerful feature, all right? I know I keep saying powerful feature, but there's so many powerful features with this system. It's just amazing. It helps you get organized, helps you delegate, all kinds of stuff, okay? Here's what it looks like inside. You have a create new or upload. And then you have, here's all my folders that I have in the system. So you can have a share button, you have different folders, you have all kinds of like folders over here if you want to. So whatever you want to do with this thing, you can just upload to your heart's content, build folders, build files, whatever you want to do. So everything's at your fingertips in the clouds, wherever you are on your phone, anybody's computer. Really cool stuff. All right, here's where the delegation kicks in to the 10th degree. Gmail filters allow you to manage the flow of incoming messages using filters. You can automatically, this is the big one, automatically label, archive, delete, star, or forward your mail. I'm going to repeat that. You can automatically label, archive, delete, star, or forward your mail. Even keep it out of spam. All based on the combination of keywords, sender, recipients, and more. Automatically is the big word here. Automatically. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you open up an email, here's your options. You click on the More Actions. You can click Mark as Unread, Add as a Task. This is really cool. Add a star if you want to. Create an event. Here's the cool part. If you create this email and send it back as an event, it will automatically create the event for you. So like you want to have schedule a meeting with them, you can do that. Here's where you filter the message. So you click on filter message like this. There's so much stuff here. And then there's one feature they added not too long ago where you can actually mute the conversation. So say there's 3, 4, maybe 500 people in a conversation. You know how you get in the office meetings and they're saying, brownies in the kitchen, everybody do this, do that, do that. Or you can mute it so it's still going back and forth. It's still in your emails. You just don't see it. Beautiful feature to kind of step out of the conversation but let it go on, okay? A lot of cool stuff here. This is what happens next. This feature pops up and it says, okay, how do you want to filter this message? You want to filter it from, this is SB Canon, or to, like, so they send it to one of your email addresses, or it has subject line, whatever, has the words, doesn't have, has an attachment, however you want to filter it in those boxes. And then you click next step right here. And then this pops up. I want to skip the inbox. I want to mark as read. I want to star it. I want to apply to whatever label you want to apply to. I want to forward it. Here's where the delegation comes in. Say that you have a file in processing. You know your assistant's going to take care of this. You're just the middle person, right? So you automatically forward it to your assistant. You still get the email, goes into a folder, but it's automatically forwarded to whoever you want it to forward to. You can delete it, never send it to spam, or you can send a canned response. Say you know that I love doing this with spammers. So they send you spam emails. I send a canned response back to that specific email. It takes me 2 seconds to set up. And you say what, I'm not going to say what I say, but you can say whatever you want to that spammer, right? So you can set up canned responses in that respect. Click apply to all, and then accept, and you're done. You just created a campaign that one of any of these happens automatically. You can set this for every single email that comes in, so eventually you have all your emails filtered automatically for you. You have them forwarded automatically for you. You have them put into a label and marked red, so this weekend when you want to go into your marketing emails or you want to go into the emails that comes from friends, you can go in there and check out the emails then, but you don't want to be bothered with them during the week. That takes up so much of your time, again, so you can work on your business, not in your business, okay? Really, really big deal here. This is where the delegation comes in, so powerful, all right? Now, take a mental note of this. I'm going to show you how to do this with your Google Voice, okay? I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Voice here shortly. You can literally, when a voicemail comes in, automatically forward it to who it's supposed to go to. Again, if you have a buyer that's working with you and you know that your assistant or your partner or your buyer's agent is going to talk to these people, but they come in through you, so they call you all the time, you can automatically forward that message because, remember, you can filter it in many different ways, phone numbers, it has this, it has that, attachments, whatever you want to do, and then you can automatically forward it to whoever you want to, okay? Hope you guys are getting the picture here. This is a really big deal, and it's a huge time saver, okay? Huge time saver. All right, so we're going to move into Calendar. The Calendar is in the clouds and available on your smartphone. Give you email and text alerts. So when a calendar comes up and there's an appointment, you can set it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, however you want to. A little joke we had is a buddy of mine, I was showing him this email stuff, so he went to the bathroom. So what I did is I set an appointment for him tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and I set it 6 hours before, 3 hours before, hour before, and then every 10 minutes I set it up really quick that he would get alerts. So he's like, what did you do to my inbox? It was so funny. I had to tell you that little story. So Calendar in the clouds. You can share it with people. Check this out. Let me just show you what it looks like. So you can share it. You can have your partner, you can have your husband, wife, kids if they have a calendar, whatever it is, you can see. So your calendar's blue and your wife's calendar's brown or whatever it is, you can change it. So share your calendar with your partner, assistant, husband, wife. Taskbar for easy access is right here in your calendar. And then you add friend's calendar if you want. So you can add a friend's calendar. Just put their calendar in there. If they accept it, you can see what they're doing. So you as an assistant, your assistant can see your calendar. She can actually put stuff in your calendar for appointments. Here's where the delegation comes in again. You have help with setting appointments. You don't have to be the one answering the phone and putting appointments into your calendar. You just got to know when they are, right? Okay, really huge point there. Okay, this is amazing. I don't know how they do it. It's free. It's called Google Voice. You get your own phone number for you to use to as many. If you have 10 email addresses with Gmail, you have 10 different phone numbers. Now, I wouldn't recommend having that, but here's how the numbers work. So you go to More at the top. You go to Even More. Click on Voice. You're going to scroll down on the right-hand side. You're going to see Voice. All right? Click on Voice. You're going to choose a city, state, zip, whatever you want. So search city, so it's a local number. You want a local number with this phone number. I'm going to explain how this works. Pick a number you like or click Next. So if you don't like any of the numbers, click Next until you see one you like. All right, so you choose an area code, search for numbers, okay? So these are going to come up. Next one. It's going to ask you to choose a 4-digit PIN you can remember. So whatever your 4-digit PIN is, you have to accept the terms, and then you have to continue. This is really cool, what I'm going to show you here. All right, so you need to add a forwarding of a number. So whatever number you have with you, like if you have your cell phone with you, put that number in there. If you're sitting at the office, put that number in there. Because what it's going to do is it's going to call you, all right? It's going to call you to verify that you own this number you're going to put in here. So it needs to be your number you have right now. So for example, my cell phone number, 269-217-4481, I put that in there, and I would say it's my cell. So click Phone Type, and then click Continue, all right? Choose Home Phone, Work Cell, have phone with you, whatever it is, whatever number you put in there. Okay, so here's what's going to pop up. You are attempting to, it's going to say, please confirm that you own this phone. So you're going to click this. It will attempt to call your phone number to make sure you're the real person. Punch in the code given when they call, and you're all done. Now your new phone number's set up. Now check this out. Okay, here's the cool part. You can have Google Voice go to your mobile phone number and now be your voicemail. And the cool part about this is it comes to your email. Okay, so you have this phone number. You're called your Google Voice number. Mine is 350-4058. So if you call 350-4058, it rings at my cell phone. It rings at my work office phone. You can have it ring at the front desk. So for example, you know you have a bunch of signs out and you want to make sure that someone answers the call. So you have it ringing at 3-4 different places. So when somebody calls that number when you're farming an area, you know it's coming from one, that area. Two, someone will get, like either your assistant will get it, you'll get it, and if it goes to voicemail, it actually converts it to text. Right here you can see the text. It converts it to text, and you can actually push play and listen inside your email. Way cool. We'll go more into this later, but go in there, get your Google Voice number, just start using it. And once you give it out, the cool part about it is if you ever change your cell service, if you ever have to, for some unforbidden reason, you have to change your cell phone number, you're always giving them a number that never changes because it's Google Voice, and all you do is change where that number, your Google Voice number, rings at. You can have it ring at home, wherever you want. Does that make sense? It's a very, very, very cool feature, and it's free. It's totally free. Okay, one other feature I mentioned is the new call feature. Just like Skype, uses computer speakers and mic, and you need wireless. But it's I mentioned this already, so I won't spend too much time on it, but it allows you to make a phone call through your Gmail. Awesome if you have speakers, if you have a headset. This works great with your laptop. If you're sitting somewhere, you can actually make a phone call right from there and not have to use your cell phone, all right? Try that out. Just make a phone call with it. It's really nice and works great. It's got video conferencing and everything. Okay, here's where your Google Voice comes in even fun. It just makes it more fun, is you can actually send a text through your Google Voice. You can actually make a phone call through your Google Voice right inside here. I'm going to show you how to use that, but here's the text call feature. So you click on the text button, you send a text to whatever number you want to send a text to, you put in the message, it's done. Right from your, you can literally do everything you could ever imagine right inside your Gmail and Google Voice. Everything. Okay, here's where it gets fun too. Inside, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, if you go to budyearl.com/phone codes, budyearl.com right here at the top, every cell phone service, you have to know what their cell phone service is, whether it's AT&T, Verizon, whatever it is. But if you know what their cell phone service is, and all you got to do is ask them, you can actually send an email through Gmail or through any email for as a matter of fact, that shows up on their phone as a text. Okay, so for example, AT&T is I have AT&T. So if I put my phone number right here, like this right here, 269-217-4481 at txt.att.net, if I send an email to this right here, this email, it's going to show up on my phone as a text. Now here's the cool part. When they respond to that text, it comes back to you as an email. So you literally don't have to use your phone to send text anymore. You can send it right through your email, which is so much faster. It's just, it makes it so much better. Not only that, you have a log of it. You don't have to clog up your phone with a bunch of text messages going back and forth. Awesome feature. Try it out. Just text yourself, through your Gmail or email, whatever you have, and try that out. So, and here's the fun part about it. Text they get open 99.9% of the time, right? Everybody gets their text. That's just how we communicate in today's day and age. Okay? All right, the last thing I'm going to finish with, this is a big one. It's called Boomerang for Gmail. All right? Go to boomeranggmail.com, boomeranggmail.com. If you have a problem finding it, just go to Google and Google Boomerang for Gmail. What this does is it allows you to send email from your Gmail at different times. For example, I want to send it an hour later, 2 hours later. I want to send it 2 days later, 3 days later, month later. You decide when you want to send it. Now, here's one more feature of Boomerang Gmail. If you send an email to somebody and you want to make sure that you get a response, but you also want, if you don't get a response, you want a response within 2 days saying, hey, I didn't get a response to that email, it allows you to do that also. It's way cool. Go ahead and try it out. It just sits in your desktop. When you send an email, it says, do you want to boomerang it? It'll automatically allow you to choose the day, month, whenever you want to send it. So, unbelievable feature. So, I hope you've enjoyed the Gmail class. We're going to have a lot more to come. 12-week business plan.com is coming to you with tons of technology, systems, strategies, ideas on ways to grow your business. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, feel free to call the support desk. And I'll see you on class number 2. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.